You know, there's something happening with this team that's got me genuinely excited. We're seeing a pattern emerge under Jim Harbaugh that I haven't witnessed in years of covering this franchise. Players are coming to Los Angeles broken, written off, or underperforming, and somehow they're finding new life in powder blue. It's become so consistent that I'm convinced we need to talk about this every single season Harbaugh is in charge. But before we dive deep into this, I want to hear from you. Which player do you think has the best shot at a breakout 2025 season? Drop your predictions in the comments because I have a feeling some of you are going to nail this. The reason I'm making this video is because the Chargers are clearly building something different. In the past, especially during the Tom Telesco era, we got used to seeing a bunch of value signings, bargain bin veterans who filled a roster spot but never really moved the needle. Sometimes it worked, mostly it didn't. But this Harbaugh era feels different. The front office, from Joe Hortiz to the scouting department, seems obsessed with one thing: finding guys who can rise from the ashes. That's why every move they make lately feels like it has serious upside. So, let's have a look at 10 guys who, in my opinion, could take their careers to the next level this season and change the entire dynamic of this team. What's up, Chargers fans? Welcome to the NFL Playbook Chargers. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. This channel is all about breaking down everything you need to know about the Bolts. Let's start at number 10, DJ Uiagalelei. Yeah, remember that name? DJ was once a can't-miss prospect, mentioned in the same breath as Bryce Young and CJ Stroud. His career's been a wild ride, from Clemson to Oregon State to Florida State, with more plot twists than a Netflix drama. And now somehow he's here in LA, undrafted, with nothing guaranteed. But you know what? That makes him dangerous. Because DJ is walking into a perfect storm, a place that believes in second chances, with a coaching staff that just might know how to pull the best out of him. The tools are there. He's got the arm, the frame, the pedigree. Now it's about the environment. And competing with Trey Lance for QB3 or even backup reps, don't sleep on it. If he shows growth, we might be talking about one of the most quietly impactful pickups of the year. Number 9, Benjamin Sanju. This one is a classic case. The guy has the size, 6 feet 3 inches, 200 pounds, and the length you dream of in a perimeter corner. But last season in Washington, woof, just brutal. Coverage breakdowns, mental lapses. He looked completely lost. But here's the thing. If you rewind just a bit, the talent is still there. The 2023 version of Sanju wasn't bad at all. And now, under Jesse Minter, who's already gotten great results out of guys like G. Sir Taylor and Dean Leonard, the hope is that St. Juste can finally put it together. He might not start, but if he turns things around in camp, he could carve out a real role. The measurables are elite. The coverage, that's the variable. At number 8, we've got Denzel Hand. He had a great 2023 season. High PFF grades, disruptive when used in rotation. But when he got more snaps in 2024, he disappeared. Sound familiar? It's almost the exact path Tart followed before his resurgence with the Chargers. And now that Tart's here and likely to play a bigger role, Hand could slide into that rotational spot behind him. Don't underestimate the value of depth on the defensive line, especially with how physical this defense wants to play. Hand has shown he can perform when his snap count is managed. That's exactly the kind of player who thrives here. Number 7. Zion Johnson. Man, this one hurts because we all had high hopes when he was drafted. He's got the character, the work ethic, the intelligence, everything Jim Harbaugh loves in a lineman. But let's be honest, we just haven't seen the production match the potential. Now, the Chargers are experimenting. Moving Zion to center might be the key. He's been in a competition with Andre James and Bradley Bozeman, and while nothing's set in stone, this shift could unlock something. If he can find his groove at center, the entire O-line takes a step forward. It's do or die time for Zion, and the staff knows it. He's not just another player. He's a cornerstone waiting to happen. Coming in at number 6, Tyler Conklin. And look, I hesitated to put him on this list because I actually think he's been pretty solid overall. But I also think he's about to have his best season yet. Last year, he posted 449 yards and 4 touchdowns. Respectable, but below his average. The real reason I'm optimistic? Justin Herbert. Conklin is the first real TE1 Herbert's had since Hunter Henry. He's consistent, he's reliable, and he knows how to get open. I wouldn't be shocked if he finishes with 700 plus yards this year. He's got that chemistry brewing. And with Herbert looking for stability after last year's roller coaster, Conklin could quietly become one of the offense's most important weapons. Now, at number 5, we've got Justin Eboigbe. Drafted in 2024 out of Alabama, he had all the traits you want in a developmental defensive lineman. Strength, motor, versatility, but he barely saw the field last season. That's not entirely his fault. There just wasn't much room with guys like Poona Ford, Joey Bosa, and Morgan Fox eating up snaps. Now though, the path is clear. Uiagalelei has a shot to step into a bigger rotational role, and with Harbaugh's focus on trench warfare, he's going to get opportunities. If he flashes in camp, he could be a key piece of the puzzle this year. A breakout might not be flashy, but it might be essential. At number 4, Andre James. This guy was a rock for the Raiders for several years before everything fell apart last season. The scheme changed, the offense crumbled, and James got caught in the mess. But in the right system, he's a starting caliber center. And that's why this is such a fascinating battle. Between James, Bozeman, and now Zion Johnson, there's a real chance James could emerge again. The Chargers' power run system, with guys like Najee Harris and Omarion Hampton, fits his style perfectly. This is the best situation he's been in years. If he finds his footing, he could be one of the quiet steals of the offseason. Number 3, Dante Jackson. The man had 5 interceptions last year with the Steelers, so you might be wondering why he's even on a bounce-back list. Simple. His coverage grades were rough. He got beat a lot. But he's still fast, still aggressive, and still dangerous with the ball in the air. This is where the coaching comes in. Jesse Minter has proven he can fix corners. If he can get Jackson back to his Panthers form, where he was one of the best playmakers in the NFC, then the Chargers might have something special on the outside, especially in a division with speedsters like Tyreek Hill and Hollywood Brown. Jackson's skill set still matters. All right, down to number 2, Quentyn Johnston. Say what you want about the drops. I get it. They're frustrating, but this guy quietly had a pretty solid second year. 711 yards, 8 touchdowns. That's a serious leap from his rookie campaign. The problem is he's still being judged like a first rounder. And fair or not, that microscope isn't going away. But if he continues to refine his game, especially working out of the slot where he's more dangerous, we might see a version of Quentyn Johnston that finally feels like a long-term building block. Especially now that Mike Williams is back and Trey Harris is in the mix, the pressure's on. But pressure creates diamonds, right? And finally, number 1, Junior Colson. This one, to me, is obvious. He barely saw the field last season. Injuries, a mid-camp appendectomy, a hamstring issue. It was one thing after another. But when he's healthy, man, this guy is a missile. He knows the defense better than anyone, thanks to his time with Jesse Minter and Jim Harbaugh at Michigan. And if Daiyan Henley's 2024 leap is any indication, Coulson is next. I'm not talking about just being decent. I'm talking about becoming the quarterback of the defense, the centerpiece, the voice. If he stays healthy, I genuinely believe he's a 100 tackle guy with splash play upside. He just needs the chance. So that's the list. 10 guys who could bounce back in a big way and reshape this Chargers roster in 2025. The beautiful part about all this? It's not hypothetical. It's not if everything goes right. We saw it last year. The blueprint exists. The culture is changing. And with Harbaugh at the helm, the Chargers might just be the best landing spot in the league for guys trying to prove themselves.